Welcome to Deceive and Believe, the channel that uncovers the dark psychology of scams and the tricks used against you every day.
Today we're breaking down insurance, the legal scam you're forced to buy.
We'll look at why car insurance is a legal requirement in the UK, the psychology that keeps the industry profitable, and how you can protect yourself. In the UK, you cannot legally drive without insurance. No policy, no driving. That makes it one of the only products you're compelled by law to purchase. And once you're in, insurers don't just cover your risk, they exploit it. At its core, insurance sells you fear. Fear of accidents, fear of disaster, fear of loss. The law forces you to buy car insurance, but then you're pushed toward extra add-ons, breakdown cover, legal protection, personal injury cover, most of which you'll never use. This is because of loss aversion. Psychologically, individuals will pay more to prevent an anticipated loss than they would to obtain something. Insurers are aware of this, and they construct policies that take advantage of your worst-case thinking. They also hide behind complexity. Policies are written in impenetrable, jargon-heavy language. Nobody reads the fine print, and that's exactly where exclusions are buried. When claims time comes, those hidden conditions give an insurer a way of saying no. Then there's authority bias. Because insurance is legal, regulated, and sometimes even mandatory, people think it must be inherently fair. But legal does not mean implemented to defend you. It means the system is set up so as to bring in as much money as possible in premiums and pay out as little as possible. And it's not just car insurance. Travel policies that exclude the very disasters you paid them to cover. Health insurance add-ons that look reassuring but pay for almost nothing. Home insurance that silently adds up every renewal, punishing loyalty instead of rewarding it. So how do you safeguard yourself? Start with questions that cut through the psychology. Ask, how many claims have been made against similar policies in the last 12 months? If the number's low, it could mean payouts are being denied more often than you think. Compare at least 2 or 3 quotes before you approach the one you like. That way, you're armed with leverage when it comes to negotiating. And finally, make sure the insurer is reputable. Ghost brokers and clone firms pose as legitimate, but vanish the moment you need to claim. All of these questions are essential because they shatter the psychology that insurers rely on. When you ask them about exclusions, you cut through the complexity that they cloak themselves in and turn confusion into clarity. When you demand to know how many claims were paid out, you break the spell of authority and force results rather than promises. Comparing multiple quotes pulls you out of fear-driven urgency and back into rational decision-making. And considering whether an insurer is truly good prevents you from believing appearances and authority cues alone. In short, these questions shift you from an emotional state, fear, urgency, blind trust, into a rational one where you're in control. And that's exactly where scams, even legal ones, lose their power. Remember, the law forces you to buy car insurance, but the upsells, the fine print, and the pricing games are where the manipulation happens. By asking the right questions, you strip away fear and force insurers to deal with you honestly. Insurance may be legal, but the tactics behind it mirror any scam: fear, confusion, authority, and loss aversion. If you found this breakdown useful, check out all of our other videos exposing the psychology behind Ponzi schemes, crypto scams, and daily deception. Subscribe to Deceive and Believe, and never get tricked by fear again.